Here's my review of Puppy Love. I actually enjoyed this quite a bit. So, how this movie is basically about is Nicole and Max meet each other through a dating website, and they bring both their dogs to a dog park, and it goes horribly wrong. Like, they're really awkward together. They have two polar opposite personalities, and then they end up getting in an argument. So they really never want to see each other again, but they have a really big problem in that their dogs got along a little too well. And then they find out that they're soon going to be grandparents to a ton of puppies. And I thought that this was a pretty sweet movie. I mean, it's kind of like a generic rom-com. Like, you know what's going to happen. Like, it's not really even a spoiler, but just in case spoilers for this whole thing. Like, of course they do end up together. They go through the breakup. It's like, will they, won't they? Like, you, of course you know what's going to happen because it's a movie where you can kind of just identify what's going to happen just from, like, I'd say first like 10, 20 minutes. And this movie is only like an hour and 40 minutes. But like I said, I thought that this movie was pretty funny. Like, when they take their dog to the vet and they find out that, like, she is pregnant. That was just a really funny scene. So yeah, they find out that they're going to be grandparents for puppies, and it's one of those movies where they don't get along, but they're doing it for the sake of their dogs, and they are kind of living together. And it's just a really fun movie to watch. I mean, like I said, it's pretty silly and very cheesy and generic, but it was still pretty cute. Like, I enjoyed watching it. Also, there's a yoga scene in this movie that is genuinely just really, really funny. Like, I thought it was probably the funniest scene in the whole movie, where you kind of see this in a lot of really kind of like cheesy movies like this, where the yoga instructor is always really over the top. I thought that was pretty funny. Especially this scene with the yoga instructor and Max was just hilarious, as you kept kind of arguing, like, and didn't really get into it, and like she's just like standing on his back, and it's just really awkward, and it's clearly meant to be like really, I guess, inappropriate, like the way they're positioned. That's like the joke, but it was pretty funny. I thought that was probably the funniest scene in the whole movie. But like I said, I do feel like this movie does feel generic, but I would say in a good way. Like, you get the generic kind of like, I guess, montage of them just showing certain clips. You know, like, obviously this like scene parodying Lady in the Tramp, and scenes of them just walking in the park. So, like I said, it's like a very straightforward, generic movie, but it was definitely a pretty fun watch. I thought it was enjoyable. But yeah, if we're just going to the very end, like, you kind of do know exactly what's going to happen. Like, they have, like, the middle of the movie breakup where everything goes wrong. It's a misunderstanding or whatever. Or, like, it looks like she's cheating on him. And, like I said, you kind of do know what's going to happen. And overall, I really enjoyed it.